Hi everyone, this is Amy and welcome back to my channel. Today we're making Ongsimi. For our broth, we need the roots of 3 scallions. We'll chop up the rest of that for the soup itself. About 4 ounces of Korean radish or daikon, if that's what you can find, just into thin slices, and 1 small onion, just chopped into thin slices as well. We also need some kelp, and 10 dried anchovies. I like to put these in a silk tea bag to make it easier to fish out. So to 7 cups of simmering water, we're going to go ahead and add in all these ingredients to create a beautiful, really subtle, flavorful broth. Tip all that in, let that simmer away for 20 minutes, and while that's simmering, we can grate up some potatoes for our dumplings. So we need 4 potatoes. Just soak them in water so they don't brown, a box cutter, cheesecloth, and a bowl. Just be careful, I did grind my finger when I tried this recipe the day before. Just redoing it today, so just be careful. Once everything is ground up, save those little nubbins, we'll use them in the soup. And don't forget to scrape out everything that's stuck inside the box grater. We're going to gather up the edges of our cheesecloth. We're really going to squeeze with all our might. It's a good stress reliever, get out some frustration. We're just squeezing out as much water and starch as possible. And once you've squeezed as much as you can, set that aside for 10 minutes. Back over to our broth, we can pull out all the solids now. They've done their job. You can use that in different applications, or you can throw it away, completely up to you. And you're left with this gorgeous golden broth, seasoned with 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and set that aside to cool down for a little bit. For the rest of our soup ingredients, we are going to use a lot of vegetables. So 1/4 of a zucchini, we want to chop this into matchsticks. If you'd like to keep this recipe strictly vegetarian, just don't use the anchovies, just use more of the dried seaweed. So cutting into planks and then into matchsticks and setting that on a tray. Up to you how many vegetables you want to add to this. It's completely to your taste. Doing the same with a little carrot. And because I like shiitake mushrooms, I'm also going to add 4 sliced shiitake mushroom caps, 2 cloves of garlic, giving that a nice little mince. And don't forget those potato remnants, just giving those a little slice. Back over to our starch. We're going to carefully tip out the water and leave that starch at the bottom of our bowl. So now we're going to add in our squeezed out potato. And to season this, we're going to add a teaspoon of sugar, a teaspoon of salt, and to help bind it together, a tablespoon of either potato starch or cornstarch. I'm using potato because potato and potato kind of like go together. Then we're going to go ahead and start mixing this together until we get a solid cohesive dough. Don't forget to scrape up all that starch that's on the bottom of your bowl as well. And once that's all thoroughly mixed, we're going to start rolling these into about quail-sized little balls. And these are going to be our dumplings. We also want to measure out 4 cups of broth if you're a little short. Remember, we started with 7 cups of water. Just add any of the missing with just plain water. Now over on the stove in a pan, here's the game of will it fit? And it indeed does. We're going to heat up our broth. Add 2 tablespoons of soup soy sauce or regular if that's what you have. Give that a little stir. Add in all the vegetables and let this simmer for about 3 minutes. We still want a little crunch to the carrot. Potatoes will soften quickly, and zucchini is just fantastic and gets soft with a little crunch. After 3 minutes, add in your potato balls along with those 3 scallions that we chopped earlier and use the roots for. You just want to cook these until they float, much like gnocchi. This is done. We want to just drizzle with a teaspoon of sesame oil, and this is looking fantastic. Just adding a little chili pepper on top as well, sliced thin. And look at those cute dumplings. Now let's go ahead and give this a taste. The dumplings are pillowy, soft with a little bit of chew. The broth itself is flavorful. It's so subtle. There's so many subtle, beautiful nuances of flavor in the broth. All the vegetables are fresh. It's very healthy, very clean, and really, really delicious. And I will definitely be putting this in my rotation for the winter time. But there it is, Ongsimi. I hope you all try to make this in your home. Thank you so much for spending time with me once again today. I appreciate every single one of you. If you like this video, give it a like. If you loved it, please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell if you haven't already, because I put out new videos every Thursday. Thank you so much again, and until next time, happy cooking.